Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on the DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged episode, I got to look here, 617. Today's podcast is sponsored by the great people over at Ladder, Ladder. And no, it's not something you go up and change a basketball net with. It is a supplement that was started by Arnold Schwarzenegger and LeBron James. I'm sure all of you know those. They worked with top scientists to kind of formulate this and be tested by third party to verify that it met the highest standards. If you know anything about LeBron James, and all of you do because you're basketball coaches, you know that I think I read somewhere, and don't quote me on this, but I think I read somewhere that he spends almost $1 million on his body every year. And that's why he's been playing. That's why he's playing. His career has been so long. So go over and check it out. Use the code BETTER every day, because we all want to get better every day. That's a great life lesson, for 30% off. So go over and check it out. Let me know if you have any questions on it. I'm more than willing to help you or put you in contact with the people that can answer the questions. Also, we are going to today talk with a teachhoops.com member. One of the many reasons you should go to teachhoops.com. But anyway, we're going to talk to him about becoming a better coach in the read and react offense. So I think you'll really enjoy that. Stay safe, everybody, and let's head off to the podcast. All right. So how can I help you?
All right. So a little background. So I coach a girls single A school, varsity, at a small private Catholic school, Aquinas, about 242 kids total.
And so single A is really is it Tinus? And where are you located?
Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
I'm in the same region as Kevin Furtado.
Oh, you're going to come to the clinic? Yeah,
I'll be there.
All right. Yeah. It should be good. Good.
It looks really good.
Looks really good.
So I coached, I started in 1978.
Oh, okay.
And coached I was 2 years at Georgia as a grad assistant with Andy Landers.
Okay. I
did 3 years of high school at a place called Washington Wilkes, which is halfway in between Augusta and Athens.
Okay.
Then I got out.
Okay. And then what made you come back in?
Probably my daughter. She graduated. She's a junior in college. I coached her at AAU her 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year.
Okay.
But honestly they thought it was, the parents thought it was great because I was very organized, but I'd forgotten most of the fundamentals, to be honest with you.
Right. It's crazy how fast you forget all this stuff. It is.
I really did. And that's one of the issues I have. So, but then the girls team, my daughter graduated, which was good. I was coaching the I didn't want to coach her.
Okay.
I wanted to be her dad.
I know it's hard. I'm telling you, I'm literally going to do like 6 podcasts on once Drew graduates, because it's hard. People don't know.
I did it. I actually ended it backfired. It ended up, it was funny because the principal came to me and I was like, yeah, if you get the okay of my daughter. So I was supposed to only do JV and she's varsity and I was just going to help. That coach had some issues, family issues,
right,
with his wife stuff, and had to, and I didn't, he basically ended up, he was the coach for games.
Right.
He was never at practice. I ended up coaching, and then he ended up not coming to a couple games. So that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
He finished the season. We went 4-21. The year before my daughter's senior year, we went 21-4.
Okay, that's better. That's better. I'm going. You're 4-21 is the reason you don't have any hair. It's 4-21.
Yeah, exactly. 4-21 was his last season.
Okay.
I took over last year. 13 girls total, JV and varsity. 14-10 came in second in the sub-region. So they did self-report forfeit. So we ended up second place in the region. We made it to the first round of state, but we were burnt out. I mean, by that time I had 11 girls. Had one got hurt and one that parent took her away from playing.
Right.
The good news is I've got 23 or 24 girls right now. Freshman class 12 that really that worked all summer. I mean, most of the summer. We played a summer league in June. We worked out 3 or 4 days a week during July.
Okay.
And we took off about a week before school started. School started here August 12th.
Oh, God. We haven't started. We start September 3rd.
Yeah, I wish. so that's kind of where – so, I've got 3 seniors, a couple good juniors, only 2 sophomores, and 12 freshmen.
So you're building.
I am. And we're trying to change culture. I mean, when I took it over – they basically came to practice if they wanted to, and I mean, so we worked through that. Oh,
trust me, I understand that. When I took over our program, like 20 plus, it's like you got to come in and just like, okay, this ain't gonna work. Like, yeah, this ain't optional.
and it's still. I mean, I want to. This will really. I mean, even though last year was my first year, I didn't have any numbers. I couldn't cut anybody. I couldn't.
Right.
If they didn't show up, I mean, I couldn't start them. But I mean,
right.
Didn't have any. I had no leverage.
Right.
This year, I have leverage.
Yeah.
First time ever. And I've got and I've got some great dedicated girls. I mean, they're like you. I've listened to a couple of your podcasts. I mean, I've got 7 in volleyball. I have 5 that are football managers.
Well, football in the South is like cult. So
yeah. And to his credit, the football coach, James, he's won a state championship. He's done a great job. He has, like I said, we're 242 kids. He has 66 kids playing football.
That's pretty good.
He's been in the, state playoff in 13. We've been back twice. I mean,
So what do you try to do? What do you try to do to get the girls at least so they're hitting the ground running when season starts?
Well, we're trying to start back. We're actually starting back with conditioning for 1 day a week. One of the assistant coaches owns a local fitness gym.
Okay.
The girls love it. They go to spin.
Yep.
The problem is I'll probably have 3 or 4 girls there because the rest of them are volleyball and football.
Right.
And then I've got 3 doing cross country.
Okay.
Which is the same. So anyway.
Be in shape at least, yeah.
Yeah, most of them will be in and we're actually, and that was one of the other issues. We weren't in shape at all. We were in much better shape last year.
Right.
Rick Coney, who owns this Oxygen Fitness Gym, even though he's not able to be with us very much because of his business obligations.
Right.
He actually coached. He played for the Army.
Okay.
He's a small, short, white, slow guard, but he's not that slow. I mean, he is now. But
right.
In his day, he could play. He's from New York.
Okay.
So, at any rate, that's it. It's we've got a faculty coach. Last year, I was blessed. I had 3 assistants and the faculty coach. I lost all my assistants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one father passed away, and she's an attorney, so she's got to take over the practice.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm telling you, the 2 most important days are the day you hire your staff and the day you pick your team, especially when you have choices.
And honestly, we don't hire anybody. They were all volunteer.
Right.
So,
that's easy.
Although they've given me permission to hire a junior varsity coach if I can find one. Problem is, I can pay them about $1,000.
Right. Yeah. They'll make more working at the gas station than they would
for free. I can cover their mileage. That's about it.
Right. So, are you trying to do anything like shooting in the morning or anything like that when they don't have practice? Would they do that?
I've tried. Well, again, it's that culture thing of what's Gene Durden say? You got to know your environment.
Right.
I've broached that with the faculty coach. He's a no on that. I mean, he's got 7 daughters.
Oh God.
He played for me. He's also the campus minister guy. Great guy, good friend of mine. Just way overextended. Doesn't have any time.
Yeah.
So the way to do it would be if I could do it, and that's a possibility. Probably not this year. If if I can get the principals buy-in. Right now, we don't have a gym. The gym floor is being redone. They started July 1st. They were supposed to finish August 1st. They took off the first layer of the floor and realized it had no vapor lock and the concrete was uneven. So instead of just redoing the floor, which we had kind of concrete outside,
right,
we're having to go wall from wall to make the floor level. And so, again, long story short, we get an update. I get an update on the floor Monday.
Where does volleyball go?
They're at our feeder school most of the time. With St. Mary's, we've got a K through 8.
Okay.
We've got 3 or 4 feeder schools. In reality, we have one. I mean, one is about 90%.
Okay.
St. Mary's is about 90% of our, and that's one good thing I did put in. I hired the girls basketball coach there, former college player, good friend of mine that I worked with. I worked with the college team a little bit on the men's side.
Right.
A scout. He's there and the kids love him. He'll do anything I ask him to do. He helps us when he can. The problem is, of course, he just had he's on his second child, both.
Oh, God.
He got a 4-year-old and a baby.
Not sleeping. Yeah, he's not sleeping.
And but a good familiar. Last year I basically could only play JV. We have a rule that 8th graders can play JV.
Oh, okay.
So I basically went to him, and whenever he didn't have a game, we could call the team and we could play girls JV. If I could take 3 or 4 of his players, we could play JV. If not, we couldn't. And that's what happened with Kevin. He didn't have enough either.
And how big is Kevin's school?
He's a little bit bigger, same classification. So I think he's got to be under 500 kids.
Okay. And what's Gene's classification?
He's huge. He's either 6A or 5. I think he's 5A.
And 6A is the biggest?
6A is the largest. I think he's a couple thousand kids.
Couple thousand. Okay.
So I'm on your stuff. I mean, I joined obviously and love it. 2 of my 3 issues that I would like help on. Number 1 is utilizing your stuff.
Okay.
One of my real job, quote unquote, is I'm a wealth management guy. I'm a financial advisor.
Okay.
24 years into that, I've got 150 clients.
You're busy.
I don't enjoy that as much as coaching, but
it pays the bills.
It does pay a bill.
I get it.
I've got 2 kids. I've got one that's graduated, that's finishing up an internship, that has every degree but a JOB. He'll actually he finishes up his internship in December or January. He's an architect.
Okay. He'll
be great. My daughter is she's a junior at Catholic University in D.C.
Okay, I know what that is. Yep.
Killing me. It's private, but
oh God,
she knows me really well. She said, "Dad, is there any reason other than financial that I shouldn't go?" Other than financial.
I told my son, I said, I'll figure a way out. So you figure out where you need to go, and if it speaks to you, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I might work till I'm 90. But anyway.
Yeah, I'll work till I'm dead. But I couldn't. Her the real deal, her spiritual life.
And what's she majoring in?
Business marketing. Okay. And she's gone back and forth. She actually was thinking about education, coaching. She gravitated. Her real deal is probably going to have a family. Right. She wants to work first and travel a little bit. But
that's what your 20s are for. I tell everybody your 20s are to figure out what you want to do in life.
She wants to be a mom. She was the mother hen. She was the captain of the basketball team for 2 years. She's still the mother hen. Okay. She still texts the current girls who were freshmen, when she played, she'll text them pregame. Hey, you double check and make sure you all got your, away jerseys or whatever that she does.
Right. It's like.
She stays involved. She looks a little film for me every once in a while. The critique, she said, "Dad, why didn't you do this?"
So my son does that, and he's on my team. So, yeah.
And, so utilizing your site is a big thing.
Yep.
Read and react. I'd really like to put that in. I put in the first layer last year.
Okay. So you should add a layer, maybe 2. Don't add too much. Yeah.
Well, and that's where I want some guidance.
Okay.
We never got past the first layer last year at all. But they got the first layer down now. we can pass. Actually, I take that back. I just bought Rick's stuff too.
Okay.
And we didn't really, what we did wrong last year is we pass and cut and we fill the spot. We didn't make the decision that when you were in the paint that you were on your own and had a decision to make and could post up.
And I'm going to tell you on the post up on the cut through the lane, I never let them stay more than a second or 2.
And that's good. But I didn't let them stay at all.
You didn't let them stay at all. So I'm going to tell you, I've been doing it for a couple of years. The pass and cut's the easy layer. Yeah. They can all do that. That's the easy layer.
That's why we did it.
Yeah. No, but I could walk in a gym right now and they're going to all pass and cut. The problem is they're not going to do anything past the pass and cut.
And so that's where I'd like to go.
Okay.
And then 3 is just narrowing down, I guess, the real, the real focus on what I should do, what I really want to put in. I mean, last year we had motion, what we call it one, read back, and that's all we did against the man. Yeah, it was fist.
So we call fist because that's the easy thing for the point guard to put up. One is even harder. Yeah,
we actually we changed it. You're right. It was one. We changed it to fist.
It's too hard to put a one up. It's too hard for them. So fist they can do. Yes.
Yep. and we had maybe 2 quick hitters.
Okay.
A couple inbounds plays. And last year I was very fortunate as I had now he's the assistant coach at Augusta men's team. So Dip and I coached Dip's daughter in AAU for 4 years.
Okay.
So we've been really close and still close to this day. So I do it, So long story short, last year it was his third coach helped me all the time. It was, twice a week, offensive genius was,
right.
I didn't know the offense, to be real blunt and honest.
Right.
He did a great job. Well, he got the good news. The good news for him is he got promoted. The bad news for me is he got promoted. So he's
right.
paid assistant coach this year for them. So he'll be totally dedicated.
Right.
I see him once a month. So that's kind of it. That's it. That's
okay. So let's do the read and react thing first. So what are you thinking for the next layer?
I guess 2 things. One, we never really did 4 out, 1 in, getting the Laker cut, involved.
Do you have a big girl that has to be in?
I don't know. Shouldn't have to. I have a girl who can play in, who can take it to the basket with her back to the basket. And she's probably my best athlete, quote unquote, for us or whatever. We don't have to.
I personally would do 5 out and then make a specific rule for her.
All right. That she can actually post longer than 1 second. She's
special. Make her feel special. Like she gets different things that she gets to do when she cuts, but no one else gets to do it, because then it will give you spacing. I think that spacing will help a lot. So that's the first thing I would do. So part of that maybe second layer is working on getting to those 5 spots, the 2 in the baseline, the 2 in the wing, and the top one. So the girls passed and cut, how did they do as far as replacing the spots?
Good. We got that down.
Okay.
What we did, when we passed from the corner up to the wing,
yep.
All we did was run in and run back out. I would like to put that in where they go screen away. And I did not do that last year, but I just looked at that,
Yeah, and that works. I'd keep it simple first, just so they get to the spots. Okay, so that's good. So then what's the next thing you want? Do you want backdoor cuts? Do you want back screens? Do you want screens away?
No preference and no idea, really.
So do you want it? So here's where it gets complicated. So you've done the easy stuff, the 5 spots and the cuts and the replaces. I like when you pass from the point to the wing, that you basically screen away. So that's an easy one that, if you pass from the point to anywhere, if the point has it, the top person has it, that rule is then they're going to we're either going to single screen away or double screen away. We call them single or doubles. Imagine the top guy and the person in the top passes to the wing. All right. So if you have your 5 spots, when the pass comes here all the way to 2, so we'll either do a single screen here, and then this is a big step for us, because now if we got to work on, sometimes they'll fake the screen and we call them Sussex cuts or cuts to the basket, or sometimes they'll screen and then pop. So this pass happens a lot. And then we'll also sometimes do double screens where both of these guys will come down. We'll call them either singles or doubles. And then this person's going to read flare back up. So
what was the flare back up?
5 gets to read this. If they're cheating, then 5's going to cut. If not, then this is going to be a flare up. So as he comes up, this person's going to curl all the way around, and he just fills basically that top spot. Then, again, we like to set this screen depending on, we'll slip a lot. So our next layer is working on slips. And our best shooters set a lot of back screens. So we work on back screens because basically a back screen is, if someone can shoot a 3, a back screen is really hard to defend. Hey, Coach, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Make sure you subscribe and like. Those do mean a lot to us. The written reviews are really important. 2 other things that you can do to help us out that doesn't cost you anything. First thing, you can go over and subscribe and like and join our YouTube channel, Teach Hoops. You get updates all the time on that. You can also, if you do any sort of shopping on Amazon, you can click our Amazon link down below, www.teachhoops.com/Amazon. Bookmark that. Anytime you do any shopping on Amazon, we get a small little commission. and it helps us with our hosting fees. And if you really, really, really want to help us out, you come over and join teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better, become a better basketball coach. It's one of the reasons I got into this was to not only help my players, but to help other coaches. And like I said, we ask our players to work on their craft. Are you working on your craft? Let me help you become a better basketball coach. All right, back to the podcast. So sometimes we'll have them screen here, and then if this is my best shooter, we'll have them come and set a back screen for, I don't know what, I guess that would be 4 up here. Or no, whoever that was, 3 would replace himself and set a back screen for 3. So you have to decide what you want your next action to be. Pass and cut to the basket you seem to have. But then if you look at we call these Sussex cups. So we here are our basic rules. Fill the 5 spots. If you're overplayed, you cut back door. Because I don't know if people overplay the passing lanes a lot against you guys.
Just depends on the team. Look, we've got probably half the teams that play us never come out of a 2-3 zone.
Right.
And the other half play us man.
Okay. So if you can shoot them out of the zone, you'll be in good shape.
We can. I've got 2 girls that are pretty good 3 shooters. One girl that can work in the post, and then the other 2, who knows?
Right. So we keep it really simple. Like if you're overplayed, cut back door. If you pass, you cut to the basket, except point to the wing. So the only difference is point to a wing. We Sussex cut, which is when I'm talking about Sussex cut, I'm here. Let's say we're just doing the single one for, let's say 3 is just screening for 4 and 1 isn't coming over, or 1 is coming over for 3, 5 will stay. I like 5 and 4 to stay in that corner as much as possible. Just because that's a really hard thing to defend. So what we work on is Sussex cut. We're talking about 3's got to read it. If they're cheating, 3 will back door. If not, 3 is going to come back up. So 3 will come up here, and then we'll slip this a lot. That's what we call our Sussex cut. 3 gets to decide. If they're cheating up, then 3 is going to slip. If not, 1's going to set the screen, and 3, and that's why we want to keep this area open a lot to attack.
Do that one more time.
Yep.
One does the screen.
So one comes up. So this is rule number 4 for us. Point, pass to wing. We Sussex pick and cut. So our Sussex pick is 1's going to screen for 3. So 3 gets to read the screen, right?
Yeah.
So if they're overplaying and cheating up, maybe 3's a good shooter, then 3 we call him Sussex, can backdoor. If not, 3 is going to come up, and then we have 1 slip to the basket.
Okay.
So that's why that's a really hard thing to defend if they're not talking. And then all other passes we cut to the basket, weak side rotates. Post cuts can include post ups before clearing. So again, that's kind of the rule that you're talking. That's that next layer for, you can sit here for a second or 2, and then you got to get out. Skip pass to the weak side if the defense sags. So we're in Wisconsin, so it's obviously Tony Bennett, Dick Bennett, all that. We see a lot of pack lines. So if people sag, we skip and then see. So we'll have somebody, we'll have people all the way in this help line just kind of sagging and helping. We'll skip the ball, and we'll have this guy come in and seal, and then we'll just skip and be ready for that shot, because people will play that, pack line on us a lot. And that's how, we obviously add a lot more layers to this, but this is our basic. If you can do these 5 things, you're in good shape. Or 7 things, but there's really 5 because these don't count.
What layer does this correspond to Rick stuff, or does
it's like layer 1 and layer 2, basically. Okay. The problem, I've had Rick on my thing. Rick's got 73 layers. My guys can go like 3.
No, I can't either. I'm good with 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that's all you need. If you get those 2 or 3 down, then you're in good shape. And then I would run this against your zone. I do. Because zones don't like movement. Zones don't like dribble penetration. Zones don't like having to shift side to side. So I would spend as much time as you can on this. But I wouldn't. If you start digging into Rick stuff, your head's gonna explode. I'm telling you. He's like it's like a PhD in nuclear physics talking to me. It's like, okay, I can get the basics, but anything past that's just way too complicated for my guys.
Well, he's very interesting.
He is. He knows his stuff.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's crazy. But I would keep it really simple. You know, if you have layer 1 down, then I would you got to figure out how you want to exploit your girls' advantages. Like, and if you can shoot, I'd keep 5 out. You can add a little dribble drive. Like, we add stuff to this read and react. Like, if you think your girls can go around the corner, we tell our kids to go. Like, the lanes are open. So that might be something you want to look at too. If you're putting girls that can grab it and go, you know, we'll do you know, how are you going to defend, you know, if you even look at, here, I'll show you. If you even look at, if you look at the spots, you know, who's going to help? You know, so that we work a lot in practice on, you know, dribble kick, you know, how is this person going to defend for? You know, that's why that third rule is the backdoor cut, right? If you're overplayed, cut back door, because you think about 2 has the ball now, how is 4's person going to defend, right? Are they going to sit here and stop the dribble penetration? If they do, then you're going to kick. If they're up the line and really, you know, then you backdoor cut them. So this person really has to decide how they want to defend 4 if 2 goes around. So you got to really work on that spacing. Like, if this is my guy that can take it 2 dribbles and go, then I tell him go, because then the only help, no one's gonna. I mean, are they gonna sag all the way over? So we work on dribble kick. We work on dribble, because maybe 5's person's here, maybe 3's person's here. Great. If I turn the corner, somebody's gonna get an open shot. So you got to work on that's why Rick doesn't talk about taking it off the dribble a lot, but we work on that, especially if you've got girls that can do that. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
So that's where you got to kind of think, okay, what girls can take it? Because, you know, where's everybody going to be when, you know, especially if they pass here, you've got this movement. These 2 are worried about themselves, right? So 5's person probably the one that's going to help, or 4's person is going to be the one that helps if they turn the corner. Plus, you might have, if you've got this movement up here, these 2 people are already, you know, you pass from the top to the wing, these people are already having to worry about where they're going to go. So that's where, okay, well, great. You're going to sink down here. I'm going to kick here, and we're going to get a wide open 3. Or I'm going to kick here. That's where your footwork, and we really work on that a lot. Like 2 dribbles, kick, 2 dribbles, skip. You know, those things will be there a lot.
How do you work on the 2 dribble skip? What do you do?
Yep. So we do it 2-on-2. We do it 2-on-2 in practice. So we'll literally we'll have that person sitting there. So where's my eraser? So all this is gone and this person's not here. So I'll pretend like they're not here, and I'll literally put the other defender here, and I'll say, you got to let them get around you. And then, you know, then I make them read. All right, you're going to go. What's going to happen? Well, are you going to go in here? You're going to take it, or is this person going to stop? And then we work on the skip. So we literally do every possibility, and then we'll get rid of these 2. Oops, I erased too much. We'll get rid of the other 2, and we'll put 4 and this defender. Okay, how are you gonna stop it? So I start them in the positions that they're gonna catch the ball, and I say, all right, you're gonna this person's got to let them get 1 dribble going. Well, what's gonna happen? This person's gonna step, and then we kick for here, or this person moves to the basket, because there's not gonna be a lot of help on that weak side if the people are doing what they need to do when you make that pass from the top to the wing. So you've got to think about it in terms of small little little pieces now, that if you've got the girls moving and getting to the right spots, you got to think about it in terms of, it's the whole, you know, whole part, whole method. You got to think about the parts and how you can break that down in practice. And all our shooting drills are basically revolve around the kind of shots that they're going to get. Like I was saying, what I was saying before too is, like, if you have a really good shooter, so let's say she's stuck and she's got the ball here. Sometimes I'll have 4 come and set a back screen, because then, you know, maybe 4 is my best shooter. Well, how are you going to defend the back screen? Because If not, she's coming off at, let's say the ball is over here, okay, and she's setting a back screen. Well, how are you going to defend that? You're going to take away, most of the time they'll take away the back screen, which means that your good shooter can flare out and get the three then. So your best shooters need to learn to set back screen because they're virtually impossible to defend because the space is going to be open here. They're going to take away that back screen. They're going to for a second help, and then your good shooter is going to be like, okay, I'll just pop for it. It's something that's a new wrinkle I put in last year, and it really worked well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you got to narrow things down. That was your other thing, huh? Okay, so what do you mean by narrow things down?
I mean, like for your site, what's the best,
Okay, so what do you need work on? So I'm working right now on a preseason one. I'm going to have it done in about 2 weeks, maybe a week.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to have everything. So that'll be perfect. My goal is a week. That's my goal. So now that I know you're looking for it, I'll probably have it done in a week. So the preseason is going to literally walk you through kind of mapping out the entire season. It's really good. So so we won't worry about that because I think that will take care of that question. Do you feel like you know what you want to run offensively and defensively?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, we are pack line.
You're pack line. Okay.
Nobody else is, so it's kind of neat.
So you pressure the ball hard?
No, I mean, not really. We pack it in.
Okay. But on pack line, you pressure the ball, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah.
When they have the person that has the ball, you're up on them.
Yeah, we're up on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. So I'm going to give you a little advice from an old dog. I would have one change up from the pack line. And here's my reasoning for that. Let's say the team comes down and scores 2 or 3 times in the pack line. At your level, if you change it just for 1 or 2 possessions, it will freak them out. And then go back to your pack line. So I'm saying 90% pack line, 10% something else. I'm not sure what that is for your team, but it's the stats teacher in me, and I've seen it happen that when teams get in they get in a groove, you got to do something to break that groove up. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it's pack line and push baseline and double. Maybe it's something out of the pack line. Maybe it's double the second pass, something to get them out of that routine. I actually have one of my assistants track, and if anybody scores 2 or I think it was last year, it was 3 straight possessions, we changed.
I listened to you. There was a webcast or a podcast or something. You said you did that, so that was interesting.
And I think I'm telling you, the stats, it's going to work. 2 or 3, you got to figure out. Go back and look at some old film. So that's where I'm guessing a lot of people zone.
Again, it's about 50-50.
Okay, so what don't people do in your league? What defense don't they run?
Nobody runs a 1-3-1.
I would run that. Yeah. I'm telling you, I do whatever no one's doing.
We did that, actually, not very much, but
did it throw them for a loop?
On one team it did. On the other team they killed us.
Yeah,
but that other team could kill anything. So
so that's sometimes that's like, and then you got to play the 1-3-1 differently. Okay, so defensively and then offensively, I think you're feeling good about read and react.
Yeah,
because there's 2 courses in Teach Hoops that basically one's picking your offense, one's picking your defense. If you feel good, I wouldn't even do those. There's a couple really good ones on 1-3-1 that I would go look at. The Jack Bennett one's really good. And then there's another one. I don't remember which one it's a recent one that I put in new materials. It's 1-3-1. I do the Jack Bennett ones first. That one's really good. It's like a couple hours. And then I would go and out of bounds plays and quick hitters. Out of bounds plays and quick hitters. Do you feel good about those? So I'd try to find a couple and get really good at them because I think that's really easy ways to score points. Probably the easiest way. How many days, when do you start practice, and how many days till your first game?
October 21st, first official practice.
Okay.
November 9th, first game.
Okay. So you have almost 3 weeks, 19 days. Okay. Less than 3 weeks. Okay. So then what you should start doing on a piece of paper is figuring out what you need in for that first game. You know the opponent already.
I do.
And you probably know what they're going to do.
I don't. But the first game, so the true first game, 16th.
Of November?
Of November.
Oh, you got lots of time.
So we've got 1, 2, 3. Yes, we've got a month. But of that, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, I'm in Florida. Business That's every year we tax university thing. It's always election.
So what you should do is and you should get a calendar, and you should start figuring out, how much time do you need on each thing for that first game. You should be able to have almost everything in by then, right?
Yeah, we will. I mean, it will be. I mean, on the varsity level. The other dynamic is the junior varsity. I mean, I've got 11 back out of 13, and the 2 that didn't come back, it's a good thing because they never would have played. So,
right.
But of the 11 I have back, I mean, I have 9. I mean, that's huge. I have 9 that can play.
Right.
And last year we couldn't sub at all. I mean.
Right. So that's good. So are you going to pressure?
Yeah, we're going to go after it. Yeah.
Okay. And what are you going to run on that?
Probably the 1-2. Maybe, if we really get that down, we might do something else, but that's probably it.
Yeah. I mean, that would be good. I mean, you could do a little bit of a run and jump maybe if you're athletic enough, but if you've got 9 deep at a school too, I'd go at people the whole game. Yeah.
We are. Yeah. We're going to try to take it to the, what's the thing? We're not going to adopt, but we're going to adapt the Gene Durden mantra.
So being in shape is going to be key too. All right. What else for you? I think you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, any advice on if I'm having to do both the junior varsity and the varsity, that's going to be
I do the same exact thing.
24 girls, split them up practice together and go after it.
I would. I mean, I just bring them all in. And I mean, especially if you're trying to change culture, they need to hear your voice. 24 is a lot. How many baskets?
6.
Oh, then you're okay. You can do that. There'll be some standing, but the standing can be a learning process too. That's hard. If you had somebody under you that you 100% trusted, then I wouldn't. But if not, I would try to get them all in. Here's our mission. Let's go.
I mean, I trust Michael, the faculty coach.
Right.
And he's a PE guy.
Right, but he's just not going to be there.
Well, no, he'll be there.
Okay.
He's just not basketball.
Okay.
He's a fitness guy, and he, basically.
Is there a way that you could? I mean, that's where you maybe have to spell out exactly what you need to think about practice as far as here's what you can do, and here's what I have to do. So you have to be he's more of the person handing you the scalpel, and you're more of the surgeon.
It might work. I mean, you hit the nail on it. The problem is, while he'll be there 80% of the time, there'll be days all of a sudden he just not there.
Can't. Yeah. And that's fine as long as and then that's why I think you want them all together. I also would try to get something I would try to, if you're trying to change, I would try to do something this fall in the morning. Maybe if it's once or twice a week even. I just try to get them in. It's about relationship building. It's about let's come on. We're going to do this. We're going to win, and then you'll see who shows up. Whoever shows up are your battlers. I'm telling you. In worst case scenarios, no one shows up, I guess. There'll be somebody.
It'll be worth a try. Any thoughts? We're going to do a retreat. We've got access to a camp that actually has its own gym. We're probably going to do a Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Team bonding.
Oh, that's awesome.
Get together kind of thing. Any kind of format or any thought? You have any? I don't want to recreate anything. I mean, I've got some ideas of the hero hardship and.
Yeah. I got some stuff. Let me dig some stuff up that I've done in the past. I've got some great leadership stuff you can do. I would also do some fun stuff, and you're going to play too, obviously, right? Yeah. So,
we'll have Friday night they'll have football.
Right.
Unless we can figure out an off day. There are 2 off days, so we're looking at that, but they'll still have something Friday. So we can either, I don't know if we'll just start real early Saturday. I'll leave that up to, I don't really care. I'll leave that up to the girls. They can figure it out. But we'll probably go Saturday and then we'll have a priest come. We'll be able to do mass Sunday morning for them and then go, do a little bit Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. So Saturday's your day. And then you want to end the day. You want to start the day and end the day on good stuff.
Yeah. I want to be fun.
Fun, like roasting marshmallows, like the seniors got to tell ghost stories, kind of that kind of stuff. That's what they're going to remember. It's not going to be you running the read and react.
It'll probably these seniors been doing a dance competition, but
something, whatever. But you leave it up to them, and so it's rule number 834 of my coaching career. It's like if I don't care, then I let
I'm
them
with
decide.
you. Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you.
When I care, then you don't have a voice. You don't even have a vote. But when I don't care, then I don't care. You know,
Who
whatever.
was it? That was Bob Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bob cared about everything.
I'm about to say it was really interesting. I listened to him this morning, and that's what he was doing the clinic somewhere. It was a video thing.
Okay.
Exactly what he said, and I just died laughing because there's nothing he didn't care about.
He cared about what they were eating in the pregame meal. What are you talking about? He had his butter pecan or whatever it was.
No, he cared about how far the chairs were spaced apart. I remember.
Right.
One of his managers was a friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had to measure them, and they had to all be 4 feet apart, except his chair had to be 8 inches apart because he wanted a little bit more room in his area for the officials or something. I mean, it's something crazy. It was like,
well, go dig into it. Let me know if you can't find what you need. I'll let you know, especially when that new course goes up.
All right, perfect. Okay. That sounds great. Sounds
all right.
Good.
Thanks.
Good deal.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot.
See you in a month. All right. Bye.
Take care.
Hey, Coach. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe and like. Go over right now. Stop. Join teachhoops.com. Say, I want to become a better basketball coach. I want to win a state title. I want to learn what it takes to take my team to the next level. Well, I can help you do that. I have been through all the battles you've been through. Let me help you through this great process we call coaching. All right. Have a great day.